but people fear it's a bit too comfortable.
I think the idea of
Inspire some sort of competition.
yes, definitely. No issue about that. But I think when you say comfortable, you can make it competitive if you want it, if you feel it's too comfortable.
Can help you pinpoint something. Late last week, that was on Friday specifically, about 500 million naira was disbursed to SMEs in the state.
Oh yeah.
The Cross River State Meta Agency. So yeah, this is just for small.
That's something.
And it's different.
Oh yeah, thank you. And funny thing, I had a couple of friends who actually benefited.
We're having a conversation backstage before the cameras came on. And I was like, we didn't really have a manners school, a school of manners to teach you how to talk to elders, how to treat elders, how to react. But somehow we grew up having this.
See, the way we were taught manners. Yeah.
Yeah. So
they didn't tell you every time. You don't sit down when an elder is standing. You give him the chair.
These things
subconsciously, you know. You said you get some clothes where you go see for social media, where you don't feel way.
For social media, yes. Even when they hang out for the before.
I didn't tell you what person goes. No matter how much get to see him, you go feel see this can be a fashion thing. And I walk up to him and he's like, "This thing you're doing, do you know it's for prisoners? Sagging is for prisoners." That's where it came from. If you see them wearing their orange overalls, the waist is not on the waist, it's lower. Why? To impair them from running fast.
We're so glad to welcome you to the first episode of Sips and Gossips with Jason Brown. And it is a pleasure, always, always a pleasure. Now, before you get worried about where are the sips, where are the cups, where are the drinks, it'll come your way. Today's focus, we're looking at something interesting. In my 6 years of being in Calabar, I've noticed that when it has to do with business, it's focused in a center, one center. There's a center that never sleeps, and that is Atecon. Why? Why does every business choose a center around that area? How can we expand? We have a thriving nightlife only in Atacom. But we also have people who are interested in going out and staying out and also enjoying the late night, aspect of life, especially here in Calabar. So because of how Atacom is just a center of activity and business, every other place goes to bed from 10 p.m. Atacom is now turned to be highlights that area. How about those in Calabar South? How about those down at a Timbo? How about those in federal housing? They also need a piece of nightlife. But then again, what businesses can we do around these are areas that have been mentioned to ensure that the nightlife thrives? There is one person who is here to come talk to us about it. He's a brother, he's a friend, he's a colleague, and he's a sweet boy, literally a sweet boy. But then again, that's also his name, Sweet Boy. Now, one thing about Sweet Boy, one thing you need to know about Sweet Boy is he will put you on wherever it's happening, as long as it's in Calabar, especially your marrying. Sweet Boy will put you on. So he's your go-to person as to where it is happening and how it's happening. And interestingly, too, he's also a mixologist. And did I fail to mention a broadcaster? So, ladies and gentlemen, make welcome for Daniel Akbanika, aka Sweet Boy. No, breathe before you respond to me.
I need to breathe.
I know you have a lot.
No, that was a lot. Okay.
But are you a sweet boy or not?
If you say so.
No, make I raise men for you.
But okay, well, Sweet Boy Association, yeah, yes. But anyways, I'm really glad to be on the show, and it's really good to see you.
You know why? It's been a minute.
And you really put me on the spot there where you were like everything happening in Ateko.
No, it's not that part of Ateko.
Yeah.
But if you want to go that way.
No. Let's stick to the where we're here. Yes.
We are here about Ateko.
Yes, we're here about Ateko concerning businesses and nightlife. Yes, I need to defend myself. I have my integrity to defend. You literally put me out there.
No, but you know the happening spots. You know which club, which area comes up at what time. Okay. If somebody wants the whole party vibe, but not yet the club vibe.
Yeah,
You know the places to mention.
definitely.
Right?
No, I didn't say you lied.
Drinks first because my throat is getting dry. We
Okay.
started
On
conversing.
that note, beautiful people, like you said, the drinks are here.
And we're featuring Tolly. So you can face that to the camera so we see our brand for today. When we say we are sipping and we're gossiping, we are actually
Meaning.
yeah, so we're not sipping water around here. So today we feature Tolly and let's see how it tastes. Okay.
There you have it.
Uh-huh. The mixologist in you is coming out. Well, why would I go wine glasses like this? So this is champagne. And we are serving it in sippy cups. Don't worry, don't worry. Okwe and me and the lights, you will have your day to review how we are serving champagne in sippy cups. So don't worry about that. Cheers
Yeah.
for episode 4 and an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
So let's meet Daniel. Let's meet you. Daniel, not Sweet Boy. We'll meet Sweet Boy later, but we want to meet Daniel.
My name is Daniel Apanika. I'm from Calabar municipality, Ishi town to be precise. I'm a Christian.
Why you laugh? Why?
Okay. And
Apanika, that laugh gave me something.
no, trust me, no, I did not. It was an honest laugh. Yeah. And I'm a Calabar boy, born and brought up here. Been here most of my life actually, and safe to say Calabar is a wonderful place. Yeah. And
But people fear it's a bit too comfortable.
I think the idea of
Inspire some sort of competition, some sort of
yes, definitely. No issue about that. But I think when you say comfortable, you can make it competitive if you want it, if you feel it's too comfortable. Okay. Yeah, we need more economic should I use allow me to use the word ginger. You get, more job opportunities to come up because we only have the varsity, the civil service. We need companies to come in to drive investors rather. I think that's the word I use.
How about
Okay.
the ones on ground that we already have? How can we get involved with them? Because most of these companies are being given what word do I use right now? There's a condition.
Okay.
You're citing your company here, job opportunities, at least 15%, 20%, as the case may be, should be given to the youth in this town. And most times the jobs that are given to them are menial jobs. Drivers, cleaners, things
They get the low position.
So is it about companies coming in? Because even if these companies coming in, what are the chances
of
giving them better
I
opportunities?
think that question, yeah, I think the people that indulge with these companies that come in, that interface with them, I think you should have a stern agreement. Here's the thing, I think once they get whatever they want to get, I don't want to throw too much light on that, and they come to an understanding and agreement, the 15% we're talking, sometimes it might not necessarily even be 15%. They can say, okay, 15, they take 10%. And then the people involved, yeah, that are fronting don't follow up and they settle for less. Now you can say, okay, maybe incompetence comes in or the person is not qualified. But then again, that aside, there are people that are qualified, there are individuals that are qualified for better positions. But the way the agreement has been coined, somewhat as if, okay, they bought you over. You get so now you're not concerned whether this person you should be thankful you do not have a job. Now you have a job, you have something
just
to do.
manage
So a
it.
better hand, yeah, you get. So it's not like so you can't really so that's what happens. And if you're talking about the ginger, like I said, okay, I think the government is trying. The government is doing their part.
Why do you think so?
I feel because the government is trying as much as possible to make everybody in the state comfortable. Take, for instance, trying to change the game, trying to bring back cross river to the way it used to be. I do not know about you, but look at the carnival. Why I'm going back to the carnival? Because what we're going to talk about today, yeah, is about nightlife,
especially small
and
business.
SMEs, small and medium scale. I don't know if you've seen one of the interviews. Nobody really complained. I can categorically tell you that for a fact. I was outside.
Your house.
And yes, and trust me, nobody complained. The Decembers where, oh boy, you know, come my stand. Why you not come my stand? I know you don't even come patronize me, you know. But these are the same people that 32 days, nobody even bothered. So, but you don't come make I come and say, "Oh, I've been choke, walk. People been plenty." So for me, I think the government is trying to. I'm pretty sure with the whole energy thing going on, and I think they're trying to. I think the government is trying to work something. I can't really pinpoint it, but I'm pretty sure they're working on something. And I don't want to shoot myself on the foot.
Can help you pinpoint something. Late last week, that was on Friday specifically, about 500 million naira was disbursed
Okay.
to SMEs in the state.
Oh yeah.
The Cross River State Meta Agency.
See, oh,
So yeah, this is just for small.
that's something.
And it's different.
Oh
from
yeah,
the time
thank you. And funny thing, I had a couple of friends who actually benefited.
from as little as 1 million naira to as high as 5-10 million naira.
Come on,
Who benefited
so
in
that's some.
more media. So yeah, actually, I agree with you. The government is trying in that aspect. But how can we see these businesses out there truly? I'll give you an example. Yeah. You stay in a country. There's a market close to. In fact, if there's a Sunday market, it's different from the regular markets. I got to learn about this.
Actually.
How can we make these things thrive? How can we make these businesses thrive? Where I come from, I will use two places because I identify with two local government areas. In Ecom, there is a Monday market and there is an everyday market. Now, apart from Monday market, you have other bush markets, which traders from these other areas go there.
Okay.
Back to Ugep has its own standard market and it has a Sunday market at Ijiman. Every other trader goes there and patronizes this market. So how can we expand beyond there's already what? There's already Mara. But on Sundays, what is not as active?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mara, yeah, both what and Mara, they are not active. Their shops are locked.
Marian totally.
But there is a market at Ikoroshi area. On Sunday, in fact, there's a street market. So how can we bring this knowledge out there? So when I know that if I didn't buy anything on Saturday, I will not be stranded on Sunday.
I'm pretty sure Sunday I can get something.
To talk about adverts, maybe all of us get phone to do TikTok, and so this is not even a TikTok thing right now. It's not an Instagram thing right now. But within us, Calabar is still a community that can be managed. It has not grown out of hand. It can still be managed very well. So, but what do you think though? Is it only Korishi people that will be enjoying that Sunday market? It's not fair, man.
Well, I think it's something that every other community can borrow. And I think it's not just Ikarishi that has the Sunday market.
I mean, to the best of my knowledge.
Well, yeah, I think Cork to the beach market and even some parts of what market open up. But I think it's more of a community thing. I don't know, my community were quite special.
See, there goes the show.
So it was no, I'm not okay if you call it if you say that. But the thing is, it's not in our place. I think it's something maybe the government or the
too much to the government.
I'm not pushing. It's okay. Am I going to go or my community is going to go to the next community and advise? You know what? Since the people in your community, it might be too far for them to reach Ikorishi market or Ikorishi Sunday market opens up on Sunday. Why about you guys try this? Open up a Sunday market or do it on the Wednesday, you know?
That's so you have chiefs. Your chiefs can have that conversations.
No, trust me, I think you would have brought at least a chief to come and talk about it. Because whatever we're saying here right now is what we have seen and what we've observed. But I do not know. I don't want to tag anything to it, but it's something they know. Everybody with their own ulterior motive. with their own agenda, what they feel is best for their community, their their location and everything. That was it. My community, we just sat down. We have the council, yeah, the youth council. We ourselves, we now sat down and sorry, I'm still talking about my community again. And we now had say, okay, let's create a youth, another one outside, and we call it Mono Literacy. And you've come for our festival.
You have not invited me,
You
and I have you
have
in my
been
life.
there. And trust me, this December is going to be epic.
I'm not talking about festivals I attended during work mode. No, as a guest
Is there
in my own.
okay, let me in our career as broadcasters, do we ever rest?
Yes, we do. I'm trying to
When?
change that narrative
When?
right now. I
When?
I will try and
Gee,
rest.
tell me when.
I will try.
In the festive period, tell me when we ever rested. Just tell me.
See, like I said,
Just
it's a
tell
work
me.
in progress.
Which progress? That is the progress, though. Be on the job.
No, why do you come to this time to work and work my ass out?
But anyways, I think for me, that question, I think it's for the chiefs and the leaders of the community because
True.
for us, what we would do, like, okay, try to see how we can expand it on Sundays, you know? And every community has their norms, cultures, and their own, rules and everything, and their laws. So has just happened and it came up and now we go to that. So any community can see that and adopt that. So you get, I have friends that come all the way from a center to the market. Every Sunday as I'm going to church, he's just driving back. He goes, Akpadika, how far? He just point me hand. I say, no, I'll go see. And it has actually benefited the community. Nobody's scared of, oh, I know buy pure water to do. Oh, shops don't close. And and look at Spa, quite far.
Yeah.
That's just saying. And you can just stroll up the market and you're meeting people you know.
Family.
Yeah, friend. Daddy there. Maybe they both you've come to buy goat meat or you want to prepare small pepper soup or something. And
But don't you
I
think
think for me,
that's another thing that's missing? That unity, that bond of friendship. Right now, people are being raised to think as an individual, individualistic mindset,
funny thing,
just day for who, day for you kind of thing.
I think funny thing, I was having this similar conversation with an older friend yesterday, and he was talking about his kid, how he wants his kid to, you know, like his friends were like, "What is your son? Why is your son in Calabar with you? Why is he not in Abuja?" And I'm like, the man is like, the boy, whatever the boy is doing right now, if he's everybody has a reason for whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
So if he's doing it because of me, well, because me, the father wants him to be here and school here, where he can see him and curtail some things. Fine. So like I said, even before the show started, we're talking about something. It's about to show caution to the wind, about community, togetherness, being your brother's keeper.
Is there something lacking somewhere?
I don't know.
Because the grace us,
I,
most of us, even when you were
they've taken away giving, benevolence, goodness, and replaced it with selfishness on my own. Don't be
focus on your family.
yes, yeah, you know, and it's not telling well. It's not telling well.
We're having a conversation backstage before the cameras came on.
Mm.
And I was like, we didn't really have a manners school, a school of manners to teach you how to talk to elders, how to treat elders, how to react. But somehow we grew up having this.
See, the way we were taught manners, yeah.
Yeah, so
they didn't tell you every time. Okay, you don't sit down when an elder is standing, you give him the chair.
These things
subconsciously, even till now, I still feel awkward. People say, you greet people a lot. But forgive me, the way I was brought up, it's not I can literally walk in and I don't bloody care. I wave or I don't talk to you that time and I leave. But subconsciously, courtesy demands. You walk in a place, you see someone. Okay, maybe an elder, someone older than you, or your contemporary.
As long as
you're stepping to and the person was there before you. You say hey, hello. You greet. He's an elderly person who spoke about this not too long before the show started, like you said. You greet.
But today they don't even greet. It's just
See me there now. Me, I no need. Forget about. And once I enter the lounge, maybe I go my normal spot. My normal spot, beer hop by Roman. When you see these kids coming, not like I'm bothered, like, ish. Mm-mm. No,
but it should be like that. You don't even need to be bothered for these things. These are little fibers of the society that keeps loosening off. And if something
it
as
keeps
general as
that.
that can leave, then every other thing that's valuable
Otilo,
can also leave.
definitely.
Because you just mentioned having a conversation with an older friend. How many of these Gen Zs do have older friends? And I mean older friends.
You said
I'm
something.
not talking about somebody within your
You said
age.
something that now the generation, yeah, this generation is dwelling more on individuality.
Yeah.
I don't think that, no offense, but I think social media, they've invested so much energy into it.
So they
So
prefer
that's
the online friends than the physical
not even
ones.
necessarily, it's not necessarily online friends. Like they want to be on their own. What they see, they want to emulate, and you said you get some clothes where you go see for social media where you don't feel way.
For social media. Okay.
Yes.
Even when they hang out for the before
I dey tell you, but person go
no matter how much
get go see am, you go feel say this can be a fashion thing.
no,
Okay.
I know my brothers. I'm not too big for them to get slapped. No.
Come on.
I don't even want to go towards my father. Yeah, that's like
And now it's as if I'm coming to do like old people. Yeah.
Things I buy. I know people who will see me with this. I am not the type who will block my family on WhatsApp.
Yes.
I won't block my family. I know people I block from my status. Definitely not my family. And even if I block them from my status, my brother live really.
Look at my language is Igbo see no.
See no see guy. Yeah. So yeah. And even if they are not even living so close around me, the mere fact that somebody will see me and say,
like
your sister wears so and so thing.
You get. No, in fact, everything is with the way we're brought up. That's how you're going to look at yourself in the mirror, and you're like, okay, Nancy cocktails, big boy, check out.
Okay. Person go recognize you.
Good, they are really there, right? When I used to sag back then, it was a thing. I don't know what these boys do these days. No. But my late uncle, Lord rest his soul, okay, Takamba. So I think he used to be in Italy before he came back down. One day I was sagging, I just drove my mom, went to visit. And he was like, my pet's name is Obongate. And he's like, Obongate, come. I don't want to use my dialect too much. Okay, so he said, Obongate, me. He has a very deep voice. So like you can like I say, oh, what's going on? And I walk up to him and he's like, this thing you're doing, do you know it's for prisoners? The sagging is for prisoners. That's where it came from. If you see them wearing their orange overalls, the waist is not on the waist, it's lower. Why? To impair them from running fast. If you notice, so that when the trouser is here, you can't spread your leg. That was the idea.
I also heard something about homosexualism.
No, no, it's not. Basically, that was it. So that you can't run so fast and so far. Basically, that was it. So now you've been there for a year, 2 years, and you come out, you're used to it. You see, if you want to get used to something, do it for 21 times. I mean, or 21 days. And when you come out, it's not a normal thing for you. So that's how the trend came. And since that day, I check my waistline. Yeah, you have it. So it's.
Or do you think the older ones are not talking enough to these younger ones, but then
The older ones.
I'm beginning to
The older ones talk. The older ones talk, but sometimes maybe the manner of approach. You see, when you flog a child with the right hand, or with the left hand. So some people is the way you convey the information or pass it to them. You don't scare them away.
That can be true. That can be true. But was it true in your case?
Yeah, when they scare you, where you won't go? Where you really won't go?
So is that really an
go your uncle house where they go still call am, he go drive you, go drop back for house. Then you collect double dose. Where you won't really go. No. But this kid these days, where they can just up and just decide to abscond and do whatever, and the next minute, like I said, we sort of had that we could do whatever we want. But then we did it with a little bit of
a great bit of
deal
fear.
of fear, and we had courtesy.
You had the freedom, but you also had the
Yes.
consciousness.
But now these people, no, I don't like say I do. So
But if you
God,
think, it'd be like they give just some kind Gen Z vibes, the Gen Z sugar daddy kind of vibe.
guys, just so you know, disclaimer:
They better.
this woman is out for my life. What did I do?
Woman,
Like,
I'm a young girl. Apanika, I'm a young girl.
we will leave this for next episode. Look, we don't really start to show ourselves for public.
Yeah, so we'll come down against small and medium scale enterprises, businesses around Atekonf. Recently, a team of friends came into town and they needed to hang out from 10.
Okay.
From 10, most clubs had not even started. In fact, they stayed till about.
Don't worry, ask me, relax. Yes, they're not starting.
Why club never start by 10 o'clock?
Okay, yeah, but one talk say you know what with the go club, but you don't know the go club.
Relax.
Relax. Good, okay.
Relax, just make I finish. So at that time, they started looking for something to, eat, like time.
The starting point to while wait time. Normal level. That's the prerequisite. Yeah. Atekon.
Now Atekon gets food. Leave Atekon, go a fitting. That was the next slightly.
Like see try.
But he tried not just outside, places and put chairs outside. Like no club, no bar, no lounge, no nothing.
All triangle.
From that triangle to parliamentary extension.
It's all over.
It's all over. The only place we had there was a tri lounge or Trident. Is it Trident? I know there's Trident somewhere inside parliamentary extension.
Oh, your hair is extension.
Extension, yeah.
Okay, now.
But from then on, nothing else. For a state capital, this is not any other town. Calabar is not a place like you come. It's not a place like Ugep. It's not a place like Ogoja. But you see the three places I just mentioned. From Ogoja Road to Calabar Road to Border Road, there are activities. In Ikom alone. Ogoja Road, in fact, Ogoja Road never sleeps. Calabar Road, you have hotels and clubs lined up. Then you now go to Border Road. You also have activities going on there.
Okay.
Whether the bread sellers on the road or almost every fuel station literally has a hotel. So there are activities going on there. You have a lounge.
Yeah.
So why will a state capital be so quiet? And this has nothing to do with, because I like quietness. No, that's your personal preference. Me, who is even advocating for a busy place, I don't like busy places.
You know they come out.
You don't have to say it like that.
But you know they come out.
You don't have to say it like that.
Okay.
You don't have to say it like
Continue.
that. So what do we need to do differently to ensure that businesses in a state capital, I emphasize that because I don't go other state.
One word is expansion, and we spoke about investors, investment. Funny thing, we still had a similar conversation. I and my friend, AB, we just sat down. Someone asked similar question, and we're like, they don't want to expand. It's not. It's not my government too. It's not their job to come and expand.
Government
yes, now you go bath you, wear you clothes, give you everything. Exactly. No. But now here's the thing. I want to use an instance. My friend is into real estate. He says maybe when he was saying that for his own advantage. Yeah, but then again, you'd rather you'd rather bring down a house that you bought on Atacom. Let's use Atacom. Since Atacom is more like the point for it. You'd rather bring down a house you bought there, and raise something new because you want to be around what is happening. But imagine if you bought the land in Idundu
You go go and
Hey,
call me
but now
you don't be national Kaifa.
relax.
You have to do that security too. Let's not
No, yes,
forget.
definitely.
Yeah.
For me, Calabar, I think Calabar is peaceful.
Very, very, very. Oh, should we
I'd come up for
relocate the
night. I know the
sector
times when
events
they
around
come.
that area? Because I feel like they're also a drawing factor to that spot.
This girl after my life again.
Yes. Should we relocate? Okay, not
So
relocate, but like
let me just
reapportion.
finish what he said. He said,
Okay.
now, what I'm just trying to throw in here is for expansion and development, which is what we need.
Mhm.
Now, if housing starts developing in the further parts of the metropolis, like Akaifa extension, like it's
Yeah.
happening, now somebody will come, okay, the SMEs, I can't drive all the way to town. There's a small shop by the corner, they start coming, that's how they come. And people start patronizing. If there's a support from the proper agency, one can expand the shop. From a small shop, she can get a more. Now there's a more. Someone stands and says, why 75 fueling stations dey for Maria? Send one to parliamentary. Let me work with that environment. Development has started.
And I'm happy with what Yoga did. He also brought a mall at 8 miles because then you just have to go from 8 miles all the way.
There's a very lovely bar at 8 miles.
Yeah.
I can't quite
Black and
remember.
white. I
Yeah,
just
black,
said black.
lovely.
And you say I don't go out. Look at you.
Well, I can categorically tell you now when you did travel for work. Now you pass through that place, my guy.
This is so disrespectful.
Cheers.
This is so disrespectful. This is so
No, my guy, I don't tell you.
okay. So
So,
yeah, expansion and all. But again, another thing, article has a driving force. And even if you don't want to talk about it, I will still bring it out again. Could it be the sex workers? If we
it's not
have
like I was
a
shying
sex
away.
worker
You know,
spot,
mm,
maybe that spot too could be thriving.
there used to be another sex worker spot family before they now.
Push them down to as a company.
So now, for me, categorically, I don't think it's the sex workers. Article somewhat has created its own energy, even as congested as it is. People are still perching to open up shops.
Yeah.
Now, even now, the competition is so great that I don't mind selling the same thing you're selling.
Let me just be
I'm
there.
going to be here. I know I'm going to make because at night, the nightlife draws out crowd. All you need is let there be influx of people.
But don't you think
When they
people will
come
now
out,
start, being so greedy with prices,
what
raising the height of the cost
that's
of
why there's
stocks
competition.
and all of that? Like the recent issue Chef Green brought out, those stalls, because they are not even shops, those stalls, 1.3 million. There's something about 1.1 million and maybe 200 for caution fee.
Yeah. So funny thing, I have a friend who owns a shop opposite, yeah. So I asked him how far this place. I think similar amount. And he was like, but if you want to check it, I think they are quantifying by I think 1,500, if I'm not mistaken, a day. So if you want to sum it up for a year, it's almost like the 1 point something. So why don't you just pay it and you know they have 1 year off your hands?
But you
And
know
look at
how
my face, my
business
sister. Look at
is
my face. Don't let that small kiosk deceive you. You see, I go, it has made millionaires. No lies.
already Babake,
They won't call it this. I said, some that
a huge mansion still around at the corner.
there's this guy that sells sachet drinks and beverages and cigarettes.
Yeah.
Early middle of last year, Pro God himself a car.
From cigarettes and such, which is,
And how much?
by the way,
I,
very harmful for your health. Anyways, but
okay, continue. You again. 6 million. How long has he been saving that money? This is the thing about SMEs and nightlife. Hmm? Daily pay. It's daily. Now you're over 1,000 naira you're making off. It's daily. I can tell out of experience. It's the daily pay that matters. So that person won't mind. No matter as long as that is the place that is happening. That's the vocal point. I would come and bed with my stool and hang even this one sachet, one
and
dozen, and you sell. Tomorrow is another day. They continue.
Well, these things are being contraband by the government. So if you're doing that, you're doing that business, you're doing it at your own risk.
Really?
Mm-mm. Sip, over sip.
Mm.
You know, say answer in your mouth. So just sip and
This guy, they try me, guys. This guy, they try
the
me.
good thing is you can't do anything about it because you're a sweet boy, literally.
Listen, this name to deceive you.
So yeah, how's business too for you been like? Because remember we said you're a mixologist.
Yeah.
And you've managed cocktail bars, you've done that and you're still doing that.
Yeah, but
Which you haven't done that for us here. But how has business been like?
strike 4.
Yeah.
Okay, don't worry. I promise next episode, Natty Cocktails is going to be
We
very
have you on camera.
yes, beautiful people. Next episode, Natty Cocktails will be sponsoring. Where is it?
I'm just
I beg, I beg, I beg.
but yeah, how is business been?
Honestly, a
You
business,
think how slow, until big events happen like Carnival before you have lots of people.
yeah,
How do you manage in town?
deal with the small jobs. Yeah, it's during the beginning of the year like this. It's slow. You struggle. If you're lucky, you can get like 2 or 3 jobs just to go by. Then maybe later in the middle of the year. What I really miss is having a sport. There, the functioning of the daily pay comes in. So you have something to save and something to go with. But now things you're just doing on call events, So now sometimes you just sit and the call comes in, oh, so I want cocktails for like 200 people, 300 for a wedding or an event or a get together. All right, I drop my bill, what's on the menu, I tell you, it works, we deal. And we survive. It's all about surviving, it's all about just showing up. Regardless, no matter how small, no matter how little, just show up. The consistency.
But can something else be done maybe to improve sales, boost production within that space? Or it's just to just leave it at
It's just
daily at events and
the only thing that
just
can be done right now to call that. Just give me 3 clients that can give me gigs of 5 million.
maybe we'll give
Three
you.
times. I don't know if you get. So I don't see if I do those 3 jobs and have 15 million for the year, it's okay. I'm not a selfish person. We are good to go. Or best bet, like I said.
A lot of people don't like about the Calabar folks. They're like, it's too comfortable.
No, I'm not saying that because I'm comfortable. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying have clients that you don't need to fight for.
Okay. And whenever, however, you're the
That's
go-to
the
person.
consistency. You are consistent with you, you are consistent with them. In a bar business, who do you think is your best customer? The man that comes and buy a bottle of champagne and goes for 3 months,
Yeah,
or the man that comes every day after work, comes sit down, buys a bottle of beer or 2 bottles to unwind and just relax and think about the day and think about life. Who will be your favorite client?
I mean, it depends on the person that comes once in a while. If you just do Dorime 10 million, you're still buying
Yeah.
2 bottles of time.
Well,
Both of them are good clients, if you're being honest.
so now, so why would you say or think that we're too comfortable? Because I said, give me 3 clients that can give me 15 million in a year.
No, why we say so, if you look around business environment,
Mm.
yeah, mostly, I don't like using the word strangers in somebody else's town because as long as you're a human being, in fact, you're in a place, you belong in that area,
Yeah.
regardless of the nationality. So people who do businesses, who activate businesses, mostly are not from here. Very few of them are. Go ahead and mention a lot of these businesses again, but time will fail us. So why is it that those who are indigent choose to just, lay back, let others take the shine? I'm from here.
I think I don't know. I don't know about them. I don't know.
No, you're not. We see you at events regularly.
Show me the possibility of pushing a wheel back and making money. I will push
For a
it.
sweet boy.
I don't mind. See, it's the whole thing. Give me the opportunity. At the same time, there's this Indian saying,
Pride.
not pride,
Bad pride.
it's not that.
No, you always say bad pride.
But that,
Yeah.
it's about your mindset. Maybe yeah, their language.
Yeah.
Okay. And they look at it like somebody's doing the wrong mind. And they're comfortable. They rather travel out, make the money out there, come back.
Spend it.